Hi folks, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Nisi. Welcome back everybody else. We are going to get into some Red Velvet content just in advance of Chill Kill, the next comeback. Technically my first real-time Red Velvet comeback as well. So we are going to check out Happiness. Happiness, I believe Happiness was their debut as well. So it's one of the ones that my friend Zircadia recommended to me that I absolutely knew I had to get it to after making sure that I got through the obsessions that I already had downloaded on my phone and already wanted to check out. So Happiness is going to be the first Red Velvet song, at least in a little while, that I don't think I've ever heard. So I do believe this came out during their debut because it says 9 years ago. And that seems about the right time. So I think this was their first song. Excited to check it out. It does look like in the thumbnail there's 4 people as well. So all adding up to be what I think it is. Let us see if Happiness truly brings me joy. Is it about the meaning of finding happiness? Is it about celebrating the happiness we all experience? Is it about cherishing the small moments of happiness that we might find in an otherwise mundane day? Could be so many things. You'll never know if I keep talking, right? Okay. Just lyrics, but they're auto-generated, so we will just save that and check out the lyrics after the MV. Wow, 2014. You guys, how exciting does this sound? We're in the jungle. I kind of feel like I must have gone through a major period, maybe a decade of my life, I could care less about music videos. I am shocked by the amount of sounds included. And I'm like, this, I'm sure is not included in the studio album track. I think now I'm realizing it's because I must have just gone through a period of never watching music videos to like realize that, don't you remember there used to be stories and other things than just music in the music video? So I really love this like jungly, very different than what I expected from the thumbnail, where it looks like they're art, like they're in a museum and they are the art. I did not expect jungle, but okay. And this like chanty child-like sound, like childlike song, like a camp chant.
Sometimes you gotta be bold, just rock the world.
Ooh. Did they just say booyah? Who I have not yet. I think I'm better on singing voices, but I'm definitely not as good on talk. If they're talk singing or they're talking, I don't think I'm as good as recognizing whose voice is whose yet. I just haven't watched enough variety type content. So I want to know who the lips are. Who the lips be?
You gotta be bold, just rock the world.
Okay, let's be very clear. If you didn't think this song was happy, you certainly think about it now hearing the beginning of this song. Na, 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 happiness. Cute. Because I talk too much, I also click on 50 million things I shouldn't click on. I do like at the beginning. I wonder if that's in the studio version.
You gotta be bold, just rock the world.
Or does it just start this part? I mean, I'm gonna find out later tonight. You don't have to answer for me. But if you do, I thank you. Okay. To be very clear though, my guess now listening, hearing, sounds Seulgi-ish. Doesn't look like Seulgi lips though. No, tell me who the lips are, actually. Whoa. Yo. There's so much color in this music video. God dang it. Ooh, girl. This outfit, I do love their colored ponies, the colored ends of the hair that they're putting in there too. I like that a lot. Oh, that also feels very 10 years ago when we actually used to be like one color chunk. Now like everything's gradiated or ombre. Everything always gets fancier. Yeah, I really like the hair. Cute. Joy! Oh my gosh. You guys, I love all of like these preppy outfits on them. I will say, and I love Red Velvet singing. I love their music. Don't get me started on the production on Red Velvet songs, which are stellar. But out of everybody, almost everybody, I love their looks. Literally, there's just like multiple. I don't know, something about third gen with the fashion. It could just be that that's the fashion that I grew up with a little bit more, so I was more akin to it. That's probably what it is. Whereas I look at fashion now and I'm like, I don't get it. That's because I'm older now. I love it. I'm like, this is so cute. Oh my gosh, who is this jelly being? You guys are gonna hate me after the end of this video. Because there is so much happening in this video. It's like my thoughts can't even be funneled into an easily digestible. There's just too much happening. So apologies in advance. If you do hate me, I understand. If you don't, I love you. He's a bear. Cute. Interesting. Ooh. Musically, definitely exactly what I would expect from a Red Velvet. I gotta be honest. Stylistically, with the lyrics, but like how they're singing, stylistically, it's not what I'm used to. I think it's cool. I find it very, very intriguing, but it just is. I want to say it's new, but it's their first song. So maybe it's the beginning of figuring out what they were going to be, what was, what they were going to do really, really well, what they were going to fall in love with for their group, what they were going to realize they didn't like. Maybe that's why I don't hear of as much of, I don't know, this kind of aesthetic with their lyrics as the song Happiness, but it's fun, it's catchy. You know what it is? It's that I'm so used to them blowing all the time, like legit singing their butts off. And I'm used to enjoying and loving a lot of girl groups that have a lot more sing talking than sing vocaling. I think that's what it is. I'm so used to them. I keep saying blowing as if it's horrible, but you know what I mean? Like blowing. They blow. I'm so used to that. I think that is why. It's been pretty much sing talking except for a couple of nice notes. But yeah, production-wise, exactly what I would expect. Crazy siren going on. Or power up super game, Super Mario game. Oh yeah, this is quintessential. Okay, now it's just that beginning. That verse is so sing-talky. Kind of adds to like the fun. I feel like I've gotten a lot of percussive songs today. The fun percussiveness of this song as well. But back to what I'm used to and hearing the beautiful harmonies of my ladies. Ooh, I like that. I like the dance of the beat. What are they saying? Every time they say that, I keep thinking they're saying, because it just sounds like how Blackpink says, like, Blackpink, how they shout it, but that's not what they're saying. What are you saying, girls? Yeah, I just want to be like, Blackpink! I don't even listen to that much Blackpink. Yeah, the verses are all talk singing. So cute! Ooh, Beautiful. Freaking A, Seulgi. What an interesting chorus. What an interesting chorus. Interesting. Okay, you're not in a museum. This is just all kinds of colorful and weird. That's all that we're showing here with the pictures. Ooh, I love how like the outfits are like half outfits, right? Like it's like we know what the actual bottom half of this outfit they're wearing here is, and it's not that cute. Cute concept. Love the groove of the chorus. Even though I want to say Blackpink when they scream. Even though I don't think Blackpink would ever make a song like this either. Ooh, girl. I wonder if this is their first debut. And like by no means does it show how talented they are vocally. Like they're really giving, they said like, let's give, I mean, I don't know who's main or lead. I'm not great at that, but I think Wendy is the main, considered the main vocalist, at least initially, right? So to make sure you know someone can blow on this team, they gave her this kind of bridge so that she can just pour it out. People will know. But interesting that this first debut, really, it's just really fun and exciting, and I bet was a really, really good way to engage new listeners and kind of bring them in. And it's super cute and bright. So like visually, I would have been attracted to these girls. I'd have been like, they're so cute. I want to know more about them. So from like a debut, I can understand that. But oh, what I would have given to have seen this and then gotten their next song and realized how amazing their vocal talents are. Because the song doesn't show that. The song is meant to be fun and engaging and to lift your spirits. That's what I feel like. It's called Happiness, and it seems like all it wants to do is remind us that we should be happy. Watch it like be the opposite, like the last reaction I just had. Like, no, that's not actually what it is, Nisi. It's not supposed to be like some amazing ballad of a song, right? Not that it has to be a ballad for you to really sing beautifully on it. It's just a fun song. And by no means shows how versatile and how amazing their range is. I would love to go back in time and just realize Happiness to the next song and be like, oh. I would have been floored. Anyway, let's keep going. I love this diva bridge. So shine on me, let it shine on me. Gosh, but it sounds better because she's singing it, you know what I mean? I love Red Velvet instrumentation. Oh, it so goes with this jungle. Like the background accents in their songs are so smartly tied to like the broader visual landscape that they build. Always ice cream cake with the freaking bell. You might as well be an ice cream truck rolling around. Like they are so smart with the weird sounds or samples that they take to become sounds, basically. That woo, woo really makes you feel like you're in a jungle. I'm telling you. Production smartness. I wanted to think of something cooler, but I couldn't. Even the freedom of this dance, you know? Like, I know my girls got some better moves than these, But these moves are all about the freedom and the joy of dance and the happiness it brings you, right? It's like not about like the coolest dance moves. It just feels good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, fun. I need to know what they're saying. Happiness! That's why I keep hearing Blackpink. Happiness! That's what they're saying. Once the crazy music dropped out, I could finally hear it clearly. Okay, so this sounds like studio version. So that part is at least in it. I don't hear the sounds of the jungle, but the chanting is still in the beginning.
Sometimes you gotta
Okay, and this part is too.
just rock the world.
Happiness.
Are you happy?
Okay, I gotta be honest. When I first heard it, I thought they were saying my male appendage that are not arms or legs. That's what I really thought, but I'm like, that's not what I'm saying, which is then but where my brain, because I couldn't hear that over and over again in my head. So I think my brain changed it to Blackpink. That is what it is. Why did I decide to go that in depth to my brain to share with you? I don't know. It's because it seemed even more clear hearing it here for the first time. Literally. That's what I thought. I'm like, but they're not saying that. No way.
Be bold. Just rock the
La
world.
la 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 la. No.
Are you happy? 고민은 너와 불굴한 기분 change.
Oh,
이제 wind up 한 방에 멋진 일이 가득 straight up.
I love it. Irene, literally, you're feeling bad. Like, don't worry. You just need to firm it up, okay? You're down, turn it around, okay? It's calling on all of us to not take for granted how good it is for us as human beings to feel happiness. True. Yeah, I focus on the things that make me happy. Ooh. So cute. Ugh. Oh, she's talking. My favorite. Okay, so I got that part. I knew they were saying money, power, something. Those adults look depressed. Those people are truly not happy. The world is full of good things. That money, that power. We stopped caring about that. Okay. I imagine this is Young Cat, just for reference. The lyric link will be in the description. But this idea, it does seem like the simple feeling that I initially got of just like, don't worry, be happy. Like, that is the vibe that the song is giving off. But I think more so it's that there is too much beauty. It makes me want to cry, probably because I'm the opposite of like your typical optimistic person. I'm definitely more of a glass half empty than I am a glass half full type of person. And so this type of mindset is definitely the mindset that like I have to work. Like I literally have to pay a therapist to help me get to this mode of thinking, because my brain so naturally, probably from years and years of practice, has It's basically programmed to to think the opposite of these things. You right? Like my normal MO would be like sad things, bad things. This world is full of them. And it's trying to remind you. Very similar to I was telling someone about the Keys' recent song "Good and Great" and how I like that song. It really is making me emotional. The song is so happy. It's the opposite of that, but it's a song I like to listen to when I realize that I'm forgetting what matters and what's truly important and letting either mundane inconveniences or silly worries or bad outcomes that in some cases just can't be avoided or corrected, that you can't go back in time and change. I'm so used to thinking like that. And so when I find songs like this, not always the songs that I want to always listen to, but that I enjoy, and especially when I need them, are super, super helpful. It's usually like right after the point when you'd think I would need them, rock bottom, right? But once you come out of rock bottom and you start to realize I need something to help me cling on to something that will help me be more optimistic or allow me to be a more grateful person, because there are wonderful things in the world that I get to take advantage of, that I don't have to, horrors I don't have to deal with because of my privilege, as an example, right? Like just things that when you're sad or down on yourself or hard on yourself, those things become so big in comparison to all the other things. So songs like this, simple songs like this, that are just literally to tell you, like I said, don't worry, be happy, are good for people like me. Some people don't need these songs. Some people, like, their brain literally lives in this land. But for those of us that don't, if we like songs like this, you find everything that you can pull on to in those moments to rely on when you need them, because you need them more often than most. Oh, so weird. I'm only getting emotional because I'm reading the lyrics. And so it's making me really think about them, as opposed to the song is so happy. It's really hard to be sad when you're thinking about that song. I'm a little different. I just do what I want to do. They're 100% right, though. Anyone who's younger than me, the more you worry, the more regrets you just end up having. Adds nothing to your life, especially if you don't act on that worry. Niecy, stop worrying. Let's go. Yesterday, tomorrow. My diary is full of finding happiness. Happiness! I'm so bad. I want it. Okay. Let's scream. Okay, kumkuja. Kumkuja. What did you say, girl? Are you happy? It's that hard P, I think. That's what's getting me. The hard P that they have in this happiness. In English, it's such a soft P. Let me be so clear. There's so many accents in English. It's, for me, how I speak my accent, which I think is a non-accent in America. The P is feels very soft. You don't put too much emphasis on it. You kind of roll by it. Happiness. So I think happiness is what is jumping. I can't say it because then it sounds even more like it. I'm so bad. It is an anatomical word. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Child music. Let me back it up because I'm laughing at the echoing word in my head. They may not. My mom. That's all I think about. Again, this is just like this is my next good and great. It's just a song that I need to remind me of so many reasons I have, so many more reasons than worries, that I have to be so grateful for the life I lead right now and for the life that I have lived up until this point. My mom, your mom may nag, but you love her. She's amazing. Even if it's just dreaming that I can think like this. Are you happy? They pay attention to me. She may nag, but she's the best. You like it little by little. Yeah, this is one of the things I've learned slowly but surely. YouTube, this channel has definitely been helping me in practicing that. In the more I practice that type of thinking, force myself to practice that type of thinking, I do think little by little, I can appreciate things more. Little by little, I like myself more. I enjoy myself more. I enjoy things more. So it doesn't even have to be a big swing. It's stopping down and relishing even in the little wins. I like it more. Little by little, I'm happy. Not all at once. Little by little, I'm happy that I'm me. Can you tell me in the comments if you're like, girl, nobody stops down and gets like, I'm gonna say metaphysical, but that's not what I don't know. I don't know what I want to say. I want to say theoretical. It's not necessarily theoretical. I don't know. I'm getting very introspective on this very, very cheery song. Please drop it in the comments if you're like, I've never heard a reaction that has gotten so serious about the Red Velvet song Happiness. Oh, you make me happier. You make me happier. Yeah. I like it. I like the overlap. Happiness. I want it. Okay, here's my diva. Yeah, my embrace. These hats, how did I miss these hats on their heads? So weird, I love it. I don't think I've ever heard that sound in a song. I wonder, how many Red Velvet songs could I go through and literally find a sound that I have never heard used in any other song I have ever listened to? I feel like it would be real easy with Red Velvet. I mean, obviously I've heard sounds like this, but the animalistic chanting of it, not together. Happiness. Oh, they've been saying non-want hey this whole time. It just sounds like I want it. I mean, it is I want it, but it sounds so similar. Happiness. Okay. I'm sure I don't have to give too much more context to my thoughts about that song. I really enjoy how happy it made me. So happy. It made me so like remembering of the feeling of elation and happiness without worry that it started to make me sad. Because I reminded myself that that is not me, but probably about the time that I need to then remember. I literally was just saying I need to be a more grateful person. And I think a lot of that just comes with an optimistic outlook. That really is what it is. It's not like I'm not grateful and I don't love the people. I don't thank people. It's not that, but I don't feel like I do a good enough job because I'm not great at expressing happiness. Music brings me happiness most easily than anything else, which I think is why I like doing this, because it forces me to smile more, enjoy life more, to continue to do reviews, which continue to have me experiencing music, which I know is the fastest way to bring me joy. So this face that you see, it's probably the happiest I ever am. Sounds weird because then on the flip side, once I post it, I'm like, nobody's watching. Someone just unsubscribed. But it's the doing. The doing. This, or when I see a comment from someone who's like, oh my gosh, I had the same thought as you, the crazy thought that you said was crazy and was wrong, but like I also had the same thought, like that type of stuff brings me so much joy. So again, I just love that this reminded me. It reminds me to remember to cultivate. You gotta cultivate when you're not naturally optimistic. You have to cultivate your own happiness. Not always, but some of it is in your control. I talk to you guys a lot, as if I talk to myself. So I feel like you're probably like, no, I'm good, Nisi. You don't need to tell me. But I gotta tell me? And the good thing is once I edit this, I will hear this multiple times as well. So hopefully it doesn't just help me. Maybe there are others like me out there, maybe the pessimistic few. I don't know. I feel like maybe there's more 50-50 pessimistic, right? We're not like pessimists aren't a minority or anything. Sure we're not. I'm sure we're not a minority in this world. And I hope that these types of reactions can, for some of you at least, do the same. At least those of you who maybe are a little bit more like me when it comes to this stuff. So that's why I spend a lot of time talking about that stuff when I talk about music, because it's what I naturally tie music to, my own personal emotions, experiences. It feels like I live my life thinking that there's a soundtrack that I'm building to it. I love music. Anyway, that was Happiness by Red Velvet. I am so excited for Chill Kill. I think we got a track list today, interestingly enough. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are having a very, very, very happiness-filled day. Bye.